Get this also with us at the moment. These are live visuals that are coming in where Amit Shah is offering prayers at the Bhagya Lakshmi temple. Ankit, you know, it's interesting to note that a week into the campaign, the topics that dominated the political speeches in Hyderabad were Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Osama bin Laden, Rohingya. You've got Amit Shah offering prayers at Bhagya Lakshmi temple. There is a proposition to rename Hyderabad from the BJP side to Bhagya Nagar as well. Somewhere would you say that this has been a rather communally charged up campaign in Hyderabad from both ends?
You know, there is no doubt that this campaign has been, of course, communal overtones in this campaign, and it is a very polarizing, divisive issue as well. When you see, in fact, the Home Minister coming here, it also feeds into the narrative that the BJP is trying to build to try and gain foothold. So it's a two-pronged, in fact, campaign which is taking place in the Hyderabad municipal election, where the attack is on the family, on the TRS first family, KCR and KTR, and then on the other hand, with people like Yogi Adityanath, and of course with the Home Minister also, in fact, coming to the Bhagya Lakshmi temple, the narrative, you know, as far as the communal overtones are concerned, are also being set. The Bharatiya Janata Party has always been contesting that this temple predates Charminar, which is more than 400 years old. It's 429 years old. Though the ASI does say that this temple, the construction of this temple, at least the origins of these temples are not as old, but the BJP says that an original temple was under the Charminar. Remember, there is a mosque on the first floor as far as Charminar is concerned, and the whole idea of trying to, of a Tejasvi Surya, of a Yogi Adityanath, and then of course the Home Minister also coming here to the Bhagya Lakshmi temple, speaking about renaming Hyderabad into Bhagya Nagar, is to feed that kind of a narrative. So one is the anti-incumbency vote, the other is the hardcore right-wing BJP vote bank, both being catered as far as this electoral campaign is concerned. And while this temple is on the right on the foot of this, in fact, majestic Charminar, this is also in the heart of what is known as the stronghold of Asaduddin Owaisi. So not only does it send a message as far as the people of the voters of Hyderabad are concerned, but also to a larger message, possibly with connotations for West Bengal as well, where the Home Minister has been very, very personally invested and involved in the BJP's hope that they would be able to trump Mamata Banerjee. The Home Minister right now, in fact, conducting the Aarti, and if there is any other angle that you can get, there are all these supporters all across, those who have their hands up and clapping in tandem as this Aarti celebration, in fact, is happening here with the Home Minister leading the entire, in fact, prayers here at the Bhagya Lakshmi temple. From here, he will start his roadshow as well, but in the Secunderabad area, but very, very significant what is happening right now. That's Sanjay Pandit. He's the state chief, as far as the Telangana state chief of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Behind him is Raja Singh, and you would also see other senior BJP leaders, Bhupendra Yadav, also in the frame. But the fact is, Chetty, that with the Home Minister starting his campaign on the last day of the campaigning for the Hyderabad municipal polls, because the campaigning ends at 5 o'clock today, the Home Minister coming in the last moment and starting his campaign from the Bhagya Lakshmi temple. This is the big last push of the BJP, hoping that they would be able to cover massive ground, make inroads into the citadel of TRS and the AIMIM.
Absolutely. Speaking about the challenges as well, the challenge from BJP has somewhere forced TRS to delink itself as well from the AIMIM. So politically speaking, the Congress being swept aside by this high-octane campaign that we're seeing of the TRS, BJP and AIMIM. Where do all these parties really stand, since you are, you know, with the pulse of the voter sentiments, getting us these ground reports?
You know, as you were speaking about the other permutation and combinations as far as this is concerned, TRS and AIMIM have been very consciously trying to propagate a message that they are not in alliance. They have never been in a formal alliance, but everybody knows the closeness that Mr. Owaisi has with Mr. KCR, the Chief Minister. In this election, what BJP has been successfully able to do is two things. Number one, they have forced AIMIM and the TRS to come out and speak about the fact that they are not in alliance, because the TRS doesn't want to lose the Hindu votes as far as this campaign is concerned, with the BJP so aggressively, in fact, going across and in fact campaigning with the Home Minister starting his campaign from the Bhagyalakshmi temple. That is the fear of the TRS, that they would lose the Hindu votes. That is why they are trying to distance themselves from Owaisi. Meanwhile, while the BJP aggressively campaigns in the heart of the old city, here the message they also want to send across is that Owaisi, the charges that Owaisi is the B team of the BJP, while he goes to West Bengal, they want to nullify that message as well, that they are fighting Asaduddin Owaisi, and that is why he is not in any way an ally of the BJP, or there is no tacit understanding between the BJP and Asaduddin Owaisi. You know, with the kind of narrative that Owaisi sets and the kind of narrative like someone like Yogi Adityanath sets, it works for both. They are polar opposite, but these polar opposite, at least in politics, polar opposites also can be used. It's not, they can be used to each other's advantage. Owaisi and his brother, they make aggressive campaign, and it is responded by the BJP with the Yogi Adityanath, with Amit Shah. Then that also helps the Bharatiya Janata Party gain more traction. So both of them complement each other in a way. But this is a significant visit. Hardly, I can't even think of a parallel of the kind of machinery that the BJP has employed in a municipal election. Cannot think of a parallel.
Hold on right there, Ankit. We're also going to be listening in to this puja that Amit Shah is a part of at the moment at the Bhagyalakshmi temple.
Om Yasri Swayam Durgatinam Bhavane Sulakshmi Papatmanam Gratadiyam Hridaye Subuddhi Shraddhapadam Kulajana Prabhavasalaja Tam Dam Natasma Paripale Devi Vishwam Boliye Bhagyalakshmi Mata Ki Navdurge Maharani Ki.
Ankit is still with us. Ankit, what is the card that the TRS banks on at the moment? What has been KCR's pitch like, given the fact that it is definitely a local party that resonates much better than probably the national leaders making inroads into Hyderabad?
You see, the TRS and both Mr. Owaisi, they have now been in fact saying that it's only the Prime Minister who is left largely to campaign for the BJP for this local body election. For the TRS, yes, yesterday KCR held a massive rally in Hyderabad, and the Chief Minister largely relied on the fact that he has worked for the people. They are trying to go with what they have done, but many things go against them as well. Remember the recent Hyderabad floods, people are very, very angry with the kind of arrangements that were made. And that possibly is something that the BJP is also trying to exploit. So the game is right now for the TRS to try and bank largely on the kind of support that they enjoy with the people, the kind of equations, the political equations that they have made. On the other hand, the BJP with this aggressive campaign, making sure that they do make some inroads and completely push out the Congress party of the equation. That is going to be the most important factor if the BJP emerges as a principal opposition to the TRS and AIMIM.
We'll re-establish that connection right there to my colleague Ankit Tyagi in just about a bit, but it is poll fever that is gripping Hyderabad at the moment. Ankit is getting us the ground reports, the latest that is coming in. It's a high-pitched battle at the moment. The big wigs of the Bharatiya Janata Party are making inroads right there. As you can see, it's very crucial for the BJP this time around as well. KCR's pitch ahead of the Hyderabad civic polls was rather promising as well, and many tout this one to be a rather communally charged campaigning on all ends. At the moment, what you can see is Amit Shah, who is praying at the Bhagyalakshmi temple. After this, he's got a roadshow as well in Secunderabad. The latest coming in amidst the battle over the civic polls in Hyderabad. In fact, UP Chief Minister Yogi also stirred a political controversy. There were some contentious comments about changing Hyderabad's name to Bhagyanagar. There was a bitter war of words taking place with the AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, who lashed out at the Bharatiya Janata Party, accusing it of communal politics. You can see the BJP flags going up right there. Live visuals of Amit Shah coming in as well. All the latest coming in. In fact, the UP Chief Minister Yogi had promised a makeover for Hyderabad during his visit, starting from its name being changed to Bhagyanagar. At the moment, Amit Shah on your screens, he's done praying at Bhagya Lakshmi Temple. After this, there's going to be a roadshow in Secunderabad. We're getting you the live visuals that are coming in from battleground Hyderabad at the moment. My colleague Ankit Tyagi is still right there with us, joining us live. Ankit, the prayer at Bhagya Lakshmi Temple is done with. We can see Amit Shah live on our frames right now. His cavalcade about to leave. What next? Is it going to be the rally in Secunderabad?
Okay, so right now, in fact, he's on his way for the rally in Secunderabad. The entire program of the Home Minister running about a couple of hours late because remember it was also the Prime Minister's Mann Ki Baat which had started, and since then we were expecting him to only come after that in fact gets over. Nobody would want to, and especially the BJP would want to in fact create a parallel event while the Prime Minister is speaking. The Home Minister right now on your screens in fact, Chathi, and leaving in fact this old Hyderabad city Charminar area where the BJP supporters have in fact come in, and all of them raising slogans in praise of the Home Minister and of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He's on his way to Secunderabad where the road show of the Home Minister is going to begin. A 2-hour-long road show is expected post that, which is going to end in fact in a speech of the Home Minister here in Hyderabad. Today is the last day of the campaigning. The Home Minister praying at the Bhagya Lakshmi Temple straight away now in fact on his way this is the cavalcade still in fact on the premises of the Charminar and leaving right now to Secunderabad. What we were in fact discussing earlier for the BJP, this entire election is the election which puts them into reckoning, and largely it would be the 2023 State Assembly election which they would be very, very keenly eyeing, Chetty.
The Ankit Tyagi getting us those live updates right there. He's following the cavalcade extremely closely as well. You can see Amit Shah, who just finished praying at the Bhagya Lakshmi Temple, offered his prayers, and now he got into his car. The cavalcade leaves for a rally at Secunderabad after the prayer service at the Lakshmi Narayan Temple in Hyderabad. This is the civic poll face-off and latest coming in from Hyderabad that we are getting for you at the moment. Live visuals that are coming in. Scores of people gathered right there to support the Bharatiya Janata Party, the party workers right there as well. With us,